So welcome all for the video lecture of Water Resources Engineering. Course code is 22501. Today we will see Unit 2, that is water requirement of crops and reservoir planning. Then topic of Unit 2 is crop water requirement. Myself Rushali Mane, lecturer in Civil Engineering Department, NIT Polytechnic, Nagpur. Then vision of the institute: excellence in technical education to empower youth. Then mission: impart quality technical education to prepare students with excellent technical skills. Then develop competent and employable diploma engineers and responsible citizens. Then strengthen industry institute interaction. Then vision of the department. Vision: to impart excellent civil engineering skills to develop employable civil diploma engineers. Then mission: imparting the modern technical skills as per the requirement of the industry to improve employability, to develop social and environmental responsible civil engineers. Then effective implementation of teaching learning process to benefit students. Then course outcome: estimate crop water requirement of a command area and capacity of canals. Then unit outcomes: estimate crop water requirement in given situation, estimate capacity of canal for given data, establish the relationship between duty delta and base period. Then program outcomes mapped are basic discipline and knowledge, problem analysis, design development of solution, engineering practices for society sustainability and environment, then project management, and then lifelong learning. Then what is crop water requirement? Crop water requirement means the total quantity and the way in which crop requires water from the time of it is sown to the time it is harvested. So क्रॉप वाटर रिक्वायरमेंट मीन्स क्रॉप को पानी जब से उसको बोया जाता है और जब वो हार्वेस्टिंग के लिए रेडी होता है उतना टाइम जितना वाटर लगता है उसको बोला जाता है क्रॉप वाटर रिक्वायरमेंट. देन फॉर फुल एंड सक्सेसफुल ग्रोथ ऑफ क्रॉप इट रिक्वायर्स प्रॉपर वार्मथ, मॉइस्चर, proper agricultural soil and proper method of cultivation. Then the soil provides structural support, plant food and nutrients, and space for storage of water and for activity of bacteria for growth of plants. Then factors affecting crop water requirement. Then intensity of irrigation. So it means the ratio of area under cultivation to total culturable area. So if intensity is more, then more area is under cultivation and hence water requirement is more. Then ground slope. In steep slope water flows down quickly, so it finds little time to absorb required amount of water. So here also water requirement is more. But in case of flat slope, what happens? Water flows slowly. It finds enough time for absorption, so water requirement is less. Then method of application of water. In surface flow irrigation, evaporation is more, and in subsurface irrigation, evaporation loss is minimum. Hence water requirement is more in case of surface irrigation than subsurface irrigation. Then cropping seasons. Then cropping seasons of India. So crop season is the period required for the growth of particular crop. In Maharashtra there are 5 types of crops. So crop seasons. Then cropping seasons. So in Maharashtra there are 5 types of crop seasons. So what is crop seasons? It is the period required for the growth of particular crop. So these are the seasons: Kharif, Rabi, hot weather, 8 monthly and perennial. So Kharif period starts from 15 June and ends to 14 October. Base period is 123 days. Weather is warm and humid and crops are rice, jowar, cotton, etc. Then Rabi crop. It starts from 14 October and ends to 14 Feb. Base period is 120 days. Weather is cool and dry. Common crops wheat, gram, linseed, mustard, dhan, etc. Then third one is hot weather. It starts from 15 Feb and ends to 14 June. Base period is again 120 days. Climate is hot and dry. Common crops are vegetable, rice, etc. Then next season is 8 monthly. Period is 15 June to 14 Feb. Base period in days is 225 days and weather is warm, humid, cool. Common crops are tobacco, cotton, tur, garlic, etc. The next season is perennial. It is from 15 June to 14 June. Base period is 360 days. Weather is warm, humid, cool, and common crop is sugarcane. Then terms used in water planning. So crop period. The time period that elapses from instant of its sowing to the instant of its harvesting is called crop period. The next is base period. The time between the first watering of a crop at the time of its sowing to the last watering before harvesting is called base period. So basically base period and crop period are more or less same, but for all practical purposes they are taken as one and the same thing and generally expressed in B days. Then intensity of irrigation. So intensity of irrigation means the ratio of area under cultivation to the total culturable area. If the intensity is more area is under cultivation. Then gross commanded area. It is the area up to which irrigation canals are capable of supplying water for irrigation purpose. Then culturable commanded area. It is the area on which crops can be grown satisfactorily. So cross commanded area is equal to gross commanded area minus unculturable area. So what is culturable cultivated area? The area on which crop is grown at a particular time or crop season. Then culturable uncultivated area, the area on which no crop is grown at a particular time or crop season. So cash crop. So cash crops are basically crops through which farmers generate some financial requirement, and that is why they are called as cash crops. So basically farmers generate some money through cash crops. Then crop rotation. The process of changing type of crop to be grown in the same field is known as crop rotation. So if same crop is grown in the same land every year, fertility of soil will get diminished and crop production is reduced. So crop should be kept rotating. Then the necessary salt required by the same crop for growth is exhausted. If crop rotation is adopted, fertility of soil is always restored. Then crop ratio. The ratio of proposed areas under the crop of two main seasons, that is Kharif or Rabi, is called as crop ratio. Then core water. Core water is the first watering to the crop after sowing the crop. The water must be applied within fixed limited period. So this period is known as crop period and depth of water applied is known as core depth. Then delta. It is the total depth of water provided to a crop during the entire period. So it is expressed in centimeter. It includes losses such as deep percolation, evaporation from fields, growth of weeds and excess surface flow. Then duty. It is the total area irrigated by a unit discharge running. Means whatever water is available, how much area is irrigated through that amount of water, that is called as duty. Then Its unit is area per cubic or hectares per cubic. It is calculated at the field. Thus, duty gives the relationship between the volume of water and area of crop where it matures. Then relationship between duty, base and delta. Then volume calculated from delta. If 1 cubic of water flows continuously, it will irrigate d hectares of the area and will supply delta meter of depth of water. So volume of water supplied in terms of d and delta is equal to d into 10 raised to the power 4 into delta. So it is delta d into 10 raised to the power 4 meter cube. So make it as equation 1. Then volume calculated from duty. Assume that 1 cubic of water flows continuously for the entire period B days. The amount of water that flows through the base period of B is given by, hence water is supplied to the field. So it is given by B into 24 into 60 into 60 into 1 meter cube. So 1 day is calculated this way. So it is 86400 B meter cube. Now equating equation 1 and 2, what we get? Delta D into 10 raised to power 4 is equal to 86400 B. So it comes out to be D is equal to 8.64 B upon delta, or delta is equal to 8.64 B by D. So this is how the relationship is developed between duty, delta and base period. So where D is duty of crop in hectares per cubic, B is base period of crop in days, and delta is depth of water in meter. Then terms used in planning again. Time factor. It is the ratio of number of days canal has actually run to the number of days of irrigation period. मतलब कितने दिन कैनाल में पानी था और कितना दिन इरिगेशन चला. Then capacity factor. It is the ratio of mean supply discharge to the full capacity discharge. Then factors affecting duty. So what are the factors which affect duty? So first is method of irrigation. So method of irrigation will always affect duty because the water application efficiency is different for different types of irrigation. So drip has maximum duty, sprinkler also has high duty. In case of surface irrigation, the duty is low because in surface irrigation what happens? Water is evaporated, so duty is low. Then type of crop. Duty varies because different crop requires varying qualities of water. So it's true. There are very many types of crops. So every crop requires different quantity of water to grow. So duty is low for crops requiring high quantity of water. Then method of cultivation. If land is properly plowed and loose before irrigation, then the duty always increases. So modern methods give higher duty than the old ones. Then base period of crop. When the base period is long, then more water required and hence very low duty. Then climatic conditions. Temperature, wind, humidity and rainfall affects the duty. High temperature leads to high evaporation. Hence duty will be less whereas high humidity and rainfall increases the duty. Then time of irrigation and frequency of cultivation. Initially not proper level land, so more water is required. So duty is less and duty increases with time. Then quality of water. If water contains salts and alkalis, then more water will be applied and duty is automatically reduced here. Then method of assessment. If the assessment is on volume base, then the farmers will use water carefully and so the wastage will be reduced and then it will have high duty. Then type of soil and subsoil of the canal. So in an unlined canal with coarse grained and permeable soils, the seepage losses will be more. So duty is low and vice versa. Then type of soil and subsoil of the field. If the soil in the field is coarse grained, percolation losses are high. Duty is again low here. If there is hard and impervious soil, the percolation losses will be low and duty is here high. Then system of irrigation. So in perennial irrigation system ड्यूटी इज हाई, मतलब साल भर चलने वाला जो इरिगेशन है तो वहाँ पर ड्यूटी हाई रहेगी क्योंकि सॉइल हमेशा मॉइस्ट रहेगा और वाटर रिक्वायरमेंट जो है वो लेस रहेगा. इन इनंडेशन सिस्टम मतलब सीजन वाइज चलने वाला जो इरिगेशन सिस्टम है तो वेस्टेज इज मोर, सो ड्यूटी इज अगेन लो. इन केस ऑफ टैंक एंड वेल इरिगेशन मतलब सब सरफेस हो गया वो, तो वहाँ पर इवापोरेशन लॉसेस कम होने की वजह से अगेन ड्यूटी इज हाई. देन कैनाल कंडीशन. सो अगर अर्दन कैनाल है जहाँ प्रॉपर लाइनिंग नहीं है तो सीपेज लॉसेस ज़्यादा होंगे, इसलिए ड्यूटी लो रहेगी. और लाइन कैनाल में ड्यूटी हमेशा हाई रहेगी. कैनाल विद गुड मेंटेनेंस ऑल्सो विल हैव हाई ड्यूटी. If the area to be irrigated is concentrated along the canal, the duty is high. Then methods improving duty. So land should be properly plowed to the required depth and leveled before sowing the crops. तो लैंड जो है वो प्रॉपरली प्रिपेयर्ड होना चाहिए और प्रॉपरली लेवल्ड अप होना चाहिए बिफोर sowing any crops. Then quality of water should be good. Then volumetric assessment should be used. वॉल्यूमेट्रिक असेसमेंट यूज़ करने से क्या होता है कि फार्मर्स प्रॉपरली पानी प्रॉपर यूज़ प्रॉपर करते हैं, मतलब वेस्टेज कम करते हैं, तो अगेन ड्यूटी वहाँ हाई होगी. देन नेक्स्ट इज एफिशिएंट मेथड ऑफ इरिगेशन शुड बी यूज्ड सच एज ड्रिप, स्प्रिंकलर एंड फरो इरिगेशन. देन नेक्स्ट लेंथ ऑफ कैनाल शुड बी रिड्यूस टू मिनिमम. कैनाल का लेंथ अगर कम रहेगा तो अगेन ड्यूटी हाई रहेगी. देन कैनाल शुड बी सो अलाइन दैट द एरिया टू बी इरिगेटेड इज concentrated along it. Then the canal administrative are well trained so that they are well aware of the economic use of water. So canal को जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर है जो कैनाल का मेंटेनेंस देखते हैं दे शुड बी वेल ट्रेन कि वो प्रॉपरली ट्रेनिंग के द्वारा अपना वाटर का प्रॉपर यूज़ हो रहा है कि नहीं इसके ऊपर ध्यान देंगे. देन नेक्स्ट इज modern methods of cultivation should be adopted to improve duty. Then alignment should be avoided in sandy or coarse grained soil. मतलब सैंडी सॉइल और कोर्स ग्रेन सॉइल है वहाँ पर कैनाल नहीं होना चाहिए. देन द फार्मर शुड बी ट्रेन्ड सच दैट दे कैन नो हाउ मच एंड व्हेन टू प्रोवाइड वाटर. मतलब पानी कब और कितना देना है फार्मर को पता होना चाहिए. देन कैनाल शुड बी लाइंड एंड वेल मेंटेन्ड. मतलब प्रॉपर सीमेंट से कैनाल का लाइनिंग होना चाहिए ताकि जो सीपेज और पर्कोलेशन लॉसेस है उनको रिड्यूस किया जा सके. देन क्रॉप रोटेशन शुड बी डन. मतलब एक ही सॉइल में अलग अलग टाइप के क्रॉप्स का उगाना चाहिए ताकि सॉइल जो है उसकी फर्टिलिटी बनी रहे. देन फ्रीक्वेंट कल्टिवेशन ऑफ लैंड, दिस reduces द लॉस ऑफ मॉइस्चर फ्रॉम soil. Then suitable method of applying water or suitable method of irrigation should be adopted for improving duty. Then so what we have seen today, what is crop water requirement, then what are cropping seasons in India, then terms in water planning, that is duty, delta, crop period, etc. Then relationship between duty, delta and base period. Then factors affecting duty and methods improving duty. So these are the points which we have seen today in this video lecture. Then assignment questions. Establish relation between duty, delta and base period. Second, state the factors affecting duty. What measures will you suggest to improve duty of water? So thank you.